You seem to still be up there somewhere.
Maybe I am. There are flying saucers.
Supposing they're Martians or something in there.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Weird Wednesday. I'm SubmitWeird and this is
Cassie.
Cassie, how was your weekend?
Yeah, I didn't really have one. So
It happens.
yeah, a lot of the high school kids are, they're on summer vacation, so their families all planned vacations and they planned them all in the same week. So it was just a week full of doubles and 7 days, and I worked Friday night, 13 hours Saturday, 13 hours Sunday. Ooh. And I had today off just because one of those kids can work my shift today since I worked all their shifts all week.
Oh man, well, yeah, I don't blame you there.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, at least it's good money.
Oh yeah, it was super good money. So next week is Post Malone concert, so I needed all the good money I could get.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at merch and holy shit, man.
Isn't it crazy now?
$120 for a pair of sweatpants.
Ouch. Yeah, it's crazy how much shit costs.
Yeah. I'm going to buy freaking everything because that's how I do it. And there's a giant cigarette pillow that says Postico Big Ass Stadium Tour on it, and I want that. It's a giant body pillow shaped like a cigarette.
Oh, very nice. How much is that?
$80.
Ooh. You can't even wear it.
It'll go in my room of oddities that I have.
A room of stuff.
Well, I mean, I get the 2 commemorative Post Malone chairs to bring home too, so...
like folding chairs?
Yeah, the folding chairs, and it's got the picture of his eyes and like the tattoos under it across the back, and it says like Big Ass Stadium Tour on the where you sit down.
Do you get to meet him?
I don't know. I got the VIP passes, so let's see. I'm gonna hope so.
Fingers crossed. He's super nice.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've never met him, but everything that I see, he's super nice.
Yeah, me neither.
I want to meet Jelly Roll, and I want to meet Jelly Roll's wife. Like, I'm on a mission.
Well, I hope it happens for you.
Me too, because there's a lot of fucking money.
Spent all this damn money, didn't even get to meet him, not once. Well, that's okay. Sometimes you have weekends, and sometimes you don't. I did not really. I'm really locking in on this moving thing, and so I did that. I got rid of 20 standard trash bag size bags of clothes.
That's crazy.
20. Yeah, 20. It's insane. And I still have like plenty.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's been a lot. So I did that. And I was supposed to go see Disclosure Day, and I had bought my ticket. I was ready to go. And I was actually going to go see it with somebody who is an experiencer, and I was really excited about that because, some of the things that they had described to me that has happened to them, seem to kind of play out in this movie, is from what I'm hearing.
Okay.
And so I was really interested to see what that looked like. Like I've heard people are the movie has them in tears because they're seeing themselves play out in film.
Oh wow!
And so I was super stoked for that, but I did not get to go.
Why?
I did not feel very well.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of worked out because his girlfriend also didn't feel very well. So it just worked. It worked the way it worked. It wasn't supposed to happen. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But instead, just worked on my clothing. I did watch, but we're not getting to that yet. Let's talk about Reckless Ben again.
Okay.
New update to the Reckless Ben versus Bricks and Minifigs, alongside Brian Mansell, that he is trying to help get his father's Lego collection back, or at least the money he's due for it. Obviously, you guys listen to the show, you kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about, but new update happened. Reckless Ben's been hit with a TRO, a temporary restraining order from Bricks and Minifigs. He can't talk about them anymore.
Can you change the name?
well, I believe all his videos and stuff. So like his previous uploads that he's put out there, he can't delete because Bricks and Minifix, they're using it as evidence against him.
Oh, gotcha.
But what had happened was, Ben puts out this announcement video like, hey, I can't talk about this mystery company anymore. Can't do it. Not allowed. And that was kind of the end of it. And then the GoFundMe that was set up for Brian Mansell, which at that point had reached like $450,000,
Yeah.
was taken down.
Did he get the money?
We don't really know. It's since been restored, so I don't know if GoFundMe had to like review. Like I think Bricks and Minifigs sent over the order because they sent the TRO to Patreon, and that's where the Patreon creator made the video, and it was like, we're not taking Ben shit down. Fuck you. And which his Patreon and stuff is still up. As far as the GoFundMe, they probably sent it to GoFundMe. I think maybe either Ben had taken it down, trying to figure out what direction to go, or GoFundMe had removed it to review everything. It's now back up, and some of the verbiage in the GoFundMe has changed.
Okay.
I think just to exclude Bricks and Minifigs. So they are definitely on this and now they're on this like campaign trying to look like the good guys, they're trying to fix things with the Mansell family, but they're still suing the fuck out of them. And we're not having it. We're not letting it fly.
Why are they suing the family?
Because they're saying that there's defamation happening.
Yeah. There should be.
It's
there's not any fame.
Right, you should be defamed. Fuck you. Well, exactly. They're thieves, frankly.
Right.
I mean, even if they did not directly steal, now there's banging in my area. There was in yours, and now it's transferred here. What the fuck? Some construction going on or something.
Brandon trying to get hurt before the Post Malone concert.
Right, he's driven all the way down here now to work on my house.
It's like, I heard you were moving. You need anything fixed?
Yeah. Even if they didn't steal these Legos directly, they should have made this right from the get-go, and they didn't. So fuck them, right? And that's kind of where we're at now. And now they're
especially if they were told that they were in this commission agreement with this family,
right? I mean, they're just and then at this point they're trying to silence everybody with lawsuits, and it's like you're just making it worse for yourself. You're just making it worse. I think what they're going to do is they're going to close ultimately, because I think that Ben and the Mansell family, I think that they need to countersue. I don't know if they are or aren't yet, but they need to, and they'll win because they're in the right. And Bricks and Minifigs will close in order to avoid paying out the lawsuit, and then they'll just open up a different company under a different name and maybe even a different hobby. So I think that's what we're looking at happening here. So, and no, fuck these people.
Go back and live in their parents' basement and build their little Lego fucking sets because they're no good at being business owners.
Well, they can't. We found out that the CEO sued his own dad at one point. So,
the dad should have countersued for lack of rent payments from their son.
There's so much shit out there about these people. It's still really insane. But my biggest fear is that people are going to stop talking about it, and we shouldn't. We really need to continue the narrative. Ben can't, so we have to carry it for him.
Right. But are they going to sue us then?
I don't care. Let them.
We're just going to countersue, so.
Right, I'll just counters. Come on now. No, fuck them. Yeah, they sure can. They can try to sue. We are protected under the First Amendment. We are allowed to present the facts. And just like Ben and the Mansells, they're allowed to present the facts, and that shit's not gonna fly in court. So,
well, they probably know that, so they're gonna close outside of court. You know what I mean?
I hope so. What they're hoping is, what some people are speculating is that Bricks and Minifigs don't intend on actually collecting funds from either party, just that they want to silence them, maybe settle for a lesser amount and get them to sign NDAs, so that way they don't talk about it ever again. But let me tell you, Ben ain't signing an NDA.
No.
He's not doing it. So good luck.
You guys done fucked up.
What they need to do is stop all the litigation. They need to apologize very publicly and say, look, and admit we fucked up and we handled this poorly. we're done. Here's your money back. And maybe they can start working on some type of forgiveness from the community.
Right.
So, but yeah, just wanted to throw out that update. I will continue to watch closely and report to you guys because, like I said, we need to talk about this. And I know this isn't the podcast for stuff like that, but you know, you guys like conspiracy and corruption, and this is a big ass conspiracy.
Why
that's
isn't
happening.
this the podcast for stuff like that? This is the podcast for
right.
stuff like that.
You're right. It is. It is. There's no Mothman or Bigfoot involved, but there's definitely some weirdness happening.
Exactly.
So then I also watched Netflix's newest documentary craze, Maternal Instinct.
I don't know what that is.
Oh man, it's crazy. It's about a lady who fakes being pregnant and then cuts out a baby from her friend's pregnant stomach and tries to pass it off as hers.
I lied. I do know what that is. I didn't know what it was called.
Yeah, it's nuts. Man, that shit was wild and sad. But you know, I feel for the family of the victim quite a bit.
I literally meant to mute while I got up and tried to find something, and I didn't hit the button hard enough, and I'm sorry. Sorry, Nate, if you hear that.
Oh God, he's gonna be so pissed.
I know.
I didn't hear anything, but he will.
I know. That's why I'm like, you said you couldn't hear the lawnmower, but Nate will.
Nate will hear it. But yeah, no, it was a crazy story. It was very sad. Like I said, I felt badly for the victim's family because really, I mean, they didn't really come in until the end. The whole thing was about this horrible, manipulative, fucking psycho cunt, and I just feel like they gave her too much time. I mean, and I guess you have to in order to talk about the story, but I don't know, man. Fuck her.
Yeah.
And fuck everybody else who, I don't know, neglected to do what they needed to do. I mean, everybody knew that she wasn't pregnant. Everybody knew that she was crazy. And, you know, she still got to this point. That's just sad. Stop being a bystander. Like, step the fuck up when someone's doing shit that's fucked up to other people. Damn it.
Yeah, good luck.
You know, be a better person. It's crazy. You know, be the change you wish to see in the world, right? Couldn't be me.
Right.
Couldn't be me. I will gladly and loudly put a bitch on blast for some crazy shit like that.
Oh, for shit like that, yeah. You're fucked up.
That's nuts. So yeah, so I did that. And then of course we got a new Patreon over the past week. Shout out to, I think it's pronounced Jury Kitty. Jury Kitty?
That's how I would pronounce it.
Yuri Kitty? I have no idea, but we love you.
Yes.
Thank you for being a part of our weird little journey. We definitely have some neat things coming up. We are moving our monthly meetup just a day ahead. So instead of the last Thursday of the month this month, it's actually going to be on June 26th, Friday.
So it's a day after.
It's a day late. You know, so that's okay. Come join us. We'll be there probably 7 p.m. I assume, the same time we usually do it, and come hang out with us. Come get weird with us. If you sign up for Patreon at our $5 tier, the Cryptid Keeper tier, before that date, you'll be entered into a chance to win a custom piece of art.
Oh, and let me just say about this, Jamie and Chris, I apologize greatly. Your pictures are going in the mail tomorrow.
Oh.
I worked way too much last week and couldn't get to the post office while it was open.
Being lazy. That's okay. It'll get there. They'll get there.
I stopped leaving stuff in my mailbox for them to take because I don't trust them.
Yeah, same. I don't blame you. I have to actually physically go out and ship things, and it sucks. It takes time.
Yeah.
But I can't wait. I don't know. I don't know if you finished it yet or not. I can't wait to see this month's.
Nope, haven't finished it yet because I've got like 3 different ideas in my head, so I'm bouncing back and forth on how to do it.
Trying to commit.
Yeah.
Either way, I can't. I guess I'm excited every month when you come up with something new, but I don't know. This one's special.
It is. It definitely is. It's just hard. It's hard to like find a scene that's worth talking about that Huggins hasn't done himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying not to step on his toes with, his own artwork. We might get in trouble for faking something, though.
I know, but it's better than. I think I'd rather get in trouble with them than Robert, so I'm going to take the chance.
That's fair. Yeah, it'll be fascinating whatever you come up with. So patreon.com/Wednesdays Talk, join it. You get ad-free episodes. We get the monthly Patreon meetup. There's a monthly art giveaway. There's different articles. Yokai, Cassie's short stories are on there. Go check those out. What else is there? There's a lot of stuff over there.
Oh, we can chat on there, and
A brand new podcast is over there. We're
yeah,
talking
our new
about-
podcast. You can go back because you guys still have the Weird World out on there, don't you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
years of
A bunch of
content.
back episodes.
Tobias reading off Mothman sightings. I mean,
Oh,
that you
yeah.
guys have never heard. They're on there. Tons of stuff. Nate's fucking experience when he went and fucking camped out at Skinwalker Ranch. How cool is that?
Oh shit, I forgot that's on there. I gotta go
Yeah.
listen to that.
I think it was a write up that he
I gotta
did.
go read that.
But still, yeah, very cool. So definitely join up and join the fun and come hang out with us next Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday, 26th. That's
yeah,
also-
you get to see all my cool shit I bought at Post Malone.
It's also 4 days before my birthday.
Oh yeah, you just have to come for that.
You have to. So anyway,
It's a great birthday present.
And then this weekend, I have a book signing happening on June 20th. I will be at the Half Price Books in Beaver Creek, Ohio from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Of course, I'll have copies of Android Code and Your Strange Guide to Ohio Volume 1. It's nice out there. It's time to get out and go explore. And what better way to do that than to purchase my book about all the different places you could explore in and around Beaver Creek, actually, and other areas in Ohio. So come check that out. I will be there. And more importantly, this event's not happening for a minute, but I definitely need to shill it. You guys are going to love this. July 25th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at 6:30 p.m. Come join the Cranston Ingram Lanes Bowling Alley for Balls Out Bowling. Tickets are $30. You get 4 hours of unlimited bowling. It is BYOB, and nudity is a requirement.
Seriously?
Yes, this is real.
Are you going?
No.
Oh,
No, I'm not going, but this was kind of part of my news this week.
I was gonna say, my next question was, is this your news?
Yep, that's almost my news. This is not. I have a different news, but man, I saw this and I was just like, so it is ran by a nudist group.
Okay.
And they are renting out the whole bowling alley, like I said, the Cranston Ingram in Pittsburgh, for a strictly nude bowling session.
Think of how much the employees are gonna hate that because they're gonna have to sanitize everything afterwards.
The news article that I read about it says that they recommend bringing a towel. Women can wear bottoms. I don't really understand that. Like, they're like, nudity is a requirement, but women can wear bottoms. I don't know if that's fair.
Maybe like, okay, so I don't know how like nudist colonies work, but like, what if it's like the women's time of the month? You know what I mean?
True. I mean, well, I suppose that's the case.
Maybe it's like a quote unquote, like it's in quotations, like people secretly know what this means if you're in the nudist colony.
That could be the case. Yeah, that could be the case. I mean, as far as like vulnerability goes, though, I don't know why we compare boobs to dicks the way that we do.
I don't know.
Like, boobs to dicks are on like level playing field, and I just feel like that's not the case.
I don't really know. I never really tried to like size anybody up by that.
I think about it a lot. I'm like, why is that the equivalent, right? It's like, it's never boobs to vagina, even though those are our genitals, right? I mean,
Right.
I think that men would be as vulnerable with their dick and balls out as women would be with their vulvas hanging out, and we just act like that's not the same thing. And I just disagree. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Nobody really wants to see men's nipples, I suppose.
I mean, I guess I'd have to like Have you guys done an episode on nudist colonies?
No, we
We
haven't.
should do that. We need to learn about
We
this.
could find a nudist, yeah, and figure out, what it is. I did, I'm sure some of you saw I put it on a call out on social media looking for my local kink community. And one thing that was interesting is that there's this group, which is kind of predatory, and I don't really enjoy it. But when I was reading like their their requirements, so they put on like private house parties at their home, and
Mhm.
they're like it's like $30 for couples, but it's $40 for single men, and I'm like, what? And then women get in free,
That's strange.
and it's like,
It sounds like sex trafficking.
I mean, it's fine, except like that the whole women get in free thing. Like, you're telling me then if I show up to this event, I'll be the only woman there, and I don't want that. Like, kinda,
Right.
you know, it'll be a total sausage fest.
I didn't
Um,
think about it that way, but you're right.
yeah, and it's just like, I don't. It feels predatory.
Right.
I don't think it is inherently. I think they're just trying to get women in the door because they have such a hard time finding them to participate in stuff like this. But, but it feels predatory, and so I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm good. Which I was good anyway. Once I found out it's at someone's fucking house, I'm like, nah, I'm cool on that. I don't know you. It's good. I'm fine. But
What? You mean you don't feel comfortable doing that?
no, but the bowling thing, I mean, it was pretty reminiscent of like the women can wear bottoms, and it's like, is it because they're easily preyed on? Is that what I mean, it might not be that at all. I like your take on the whole maybe they're on their period. Um, and this way nobody can tell if they are or aren't, and it doesn't
Right.
matter. Um, and then of course at the bowling alley there is no sexual activity and no video or photos permitted.
I would hope
So
not.
yeah, it's strictly for just kind of being free. It's not, nudism, it's not inherently sexual. It's more about just kind of being free and, letting your wang doodle fly, I
That's
guess.
what it's supposed to be about.
And I think that's neat. I really enjoy that. I'm kind of sad I won't be going, but
I'm sure
also,
Will will take you. You hear that, Will?
Will, do you want to? He would too. Will, do you want to go to the balls
That's
out
what I'm
bowling?
saying. Did you even ask him yet?
Yeah, you're right. Will probably would take me. Will, let's go. We're going to balls out bowling in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in July. He'll text me in about 3 days and be like, "Yep, I heard."
Let's go.
Let's go check it out. Let's see what's going on. I bet I can beat you in bowling. And
Dude, can your little legs even stand? Like 8 more pounds added onto it to hold you up,
barely,
and then
but
you're swinging it back behind you.
oh yeah, completely naked too.
Oh Lord,
But I'll wear my bottoms, I guess.
that's not gonna help swinging 8 to 10 pounds behind you with toothpick legs
you don't.
just
I don't have.
because you got bottoms on.
I don't have to use my legs to bowl. Damn it! I'll get one of the helpers, that kids use that you roll the ball down the hill.
Oh God.
Will you put this up here for me?
Oh Lord.
I'm going to this bowling event.
I have a
Anyway.
show this weekend. It's not
Oh,
like a
okay.
huge show, but let me shout it out real quick. In Butler, Ohio, on Saturday, it starts at 11 o'clock. I'm gonna pull up the picture real quick so I get this correct. Um, Throttle and Honor Motorcycle Show in Main Street in Butler. So 11 to 3. They have judging for like bikes and stuffs. Awards are at 7. Oh, registration's 11 to 3 for your bike. Okay. And there's bands and there's food trucks and like all kinds of stuff. My friend that I did the mural on at her spa, it's like right outside in like front of her spa, and she's going to have tattoo artists there doing flash motorcycle tattoos and deals on all the spa stuff and stuff like that. So I'll have my table set up outside, trying to dish out some artwork. I'm making some pinup girls and motorcycle canvases and stuff like that.
Very nice.
Outside of my forte, but you know what? It's fun. I don't like drawing the same stuff all the time.
You know what? That's why I made this show.
Right.
I want to talk about all the weird things, not just some of them. So I get it.
Right.
I understand. Very exciting. So some cool stuff coming up. Mark your calendars. Get ready, and come check those things out. How about some? You want some news?
Yeah.
Let me pull my news.
Me or you?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So this is my little snippet headline: Woman escapes forced marriage and satanic rituals at New Hampshire Olive Garden.
That sounds like fake news.
It just continues to get crazier. Woman escapes forced marriage and satanic rituals at New Hampshire Olive Garden.
Was all this going down at the Olive Garden?
I don't think so, no. It doesn't
Okay.
seem so. So police showed up to the Olive Garden and arrested 47-year-old Daniel, I think it's Coolette? I don't really know how to say his name. It doesn't matter. At an Olive Garden after a mother contacted Pennsylvania State Police about tracking her daughter's phone to the location. So the police show up and, the girl's mom calls and says, hey, my daughter's been kidnapped, but I've tracked her phone. She's at this Olive Garden. So they show up and they find the victim, who hasn't been named publicly. And she ran into the arms of the police officers. And she's like, help me. I'm being held against my will. And they notice cigarette burns all over her exposed legs. All over. And they're like, what's going on here? She said that Daniel, I'll call him, is forcing her has forced her to marry him. And now they're on the run from a religious cult because he says that they are following him. And he had cut her hand for a satanic ritual. So obviously they take him into jail. Prosecutors said that Daniel himself does have a criminal record involving past charges of domestic violence and driving under the influence. Right now, she does have a temporary protection order against him while they work through the charges. Of course, Daniel says that, she's kind of blown all this out of proportion, and what she's saying has happened has not happened. But usually that's what people say, right? I didn't do it.
Right.
That's all we really know so far. He was found to have a gun in the vehicle that they arrived in, as well as a satanic Bible. So,
Wait, did they actually know each other and they got married, or like?
that hasn't really been explained yet.
Okay.
So, a lot of things are kind of under wraps because, she is a victim here. And so
Right.
they're keeping a lot of things private. And of course, they haven't gone through the whole process. And I don't know if we'll ever get an update on it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that story. I don't understand how her mom knew that she was kidnapped.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I see the forced marriage, but like, did you know him before that? Like, are you actually married?
I would think yes. I think they are actually married.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. So, more questions than answers with this one, but it's crazy. Why does everything crazy happen at the Olive Garden?
Dude, I'm surprised it wasn't an Olive Garden in Florida.
Instead, it's New Hampshire, which I'm pretty
Right.
sure we've made fun of on the show before. So I don't,
Right.
they're just bored there. No, yeah, I mean that one crazy story about the guy that killed himself via air fryer happened at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it is about the place. So
Do they have anything to do with like religious groups?
probably that's probably it. Yeah.
I don't know, but it seems like they're behind a lot of shit that happens too.
It's all Olive Garden's fault. We blame them. I just know that you can get
something in the
endless
pasta.
breadsticks and Parmesan while you're there. So,
Right. Endless.
and neither of those two things have ever hurt me before.
Maybe you haven't gone to the right Olive Garden.
That's
You
their
need to find the
cover.
one where they're doing sacrifices in the kitchen.
Throwing people into the fucking air fryers.
Yeah.
The fucking deep fryers. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's my news.
Okay, my news. A video of a 21-year-old bungee jumper being tossed off of a 130-foot abandoned railway bridge Saturday shows the rope coiled on the ground, forgotten by the men who threw her to her death.
Yeah, I've seen this. What the fuck?
Right, like they picked her up and had her over their heads and everything, like, and there was no rope attached. The rope's just like on the ground, like behind them.
And they're just like, whoops.
And everybody could see it. Like, why didn't anybody say anything?
That's what I'm saying. Don't be a bystander. Say something.
Right.
Damn it.
All the police said was like, so she was alive when she hit the ground. A nurse ran down there that was in line to jump too. So she ran down there and found a faint pulse and tried to resuscitate her and keep her alive. They tried to hook her up to a defibrillator when the ambulance got there, but she passed away on the scene. The police said that the team that was throwing the people off the bridge were not regulated and they had no authorization to be there.
That's crazy. So
So
are they
you
going
start
to
like a Facebook post and be like, hey, anybody want to come bungee jump? The team will be out here.
Is it legal? I mean, can you just do that?
I don't know. It was in Limeria, Sao Paulo.
Man,
I don't know where that is.
that's crazy. I wonder if their tickets are discounted now or just
Dude, I don't even know. Like her fiance was there and watched it happen and everything.
Man, that's insane. Remember
And she was
fucking,
like cute. Like cute as shit.
remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
Mm-hmm.
and how Hillary's fiance was killed bungee jumping?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. And here we are.
Yeah.
But it was I believe it was the same situation. They didn't, like, the rope was too long or something. I suppose that's what happens. That's most bungee jumping deaths is that.
Yeah, but this one they didn't even have a rope.
And that's when they didn't. They're just like,
Rope
"Yeah,
was
fuck
way
it.
too short.
We don't need it.
Right.
It's too short." Man, how horrifying. Can you imagine? And you're not even thinking anything on the way down. You're just like, yeah, I'm doing it. And then you're dead.
Well, yeah, unless you could hear everybody screaming up there.
I don't think they noticed until she hit the
They
ground.
noticed after they threw her,
Oh, did they? I didn't
and
see
they
a video
started
yet.
screaming at the people.
Oh my god.
But I mean, what are you going to do at that point?
There's nothing. Jump after her. You
Right.
know? That's two of you. Wow. What a crazy story.
It's ridiculous.
Some great lead in, though. I mean, speaking of people who are doing things that they're not really qualified to do.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
didn't think
talking
of
all
it that
about
way.
this episode. This is your first time being exposed to this topic, isn't it?
Yes, I was looking at the topic name for like a week and a half and being like, I don't know what this shit is. I thought it was something else. Like, I didn't know what it was, but I thought it was going to be something else. And then when I started researching, I'm like, not what I was expecting.
Were you familiar with the concept of eunuchs before this point?
No.
That's honest. That's fair. And that's okay. I guess I wouldn't expect you to, because, you're not one. And I don't think a lot of people are aware of the concepts, unless they've been explicitly exposed to it, because they're sick like me, right? So, I guess.
I mean, it's just, I don't even know how to like explain. It's something that I would research on my own. No, if I knew what it was. You know what I mean? Like, it's
if you'd been aware of
interesting.
it.
Yeah.
It is. It is a really interesting topic. There's a lot of stuff that we're not necessarily going to cover about eunuchs, just because there is a very rich history. And you can study it regionally as far as like geographically goes, or you can study it like throughout time,
Mhm.
because it's such a big topic. So we're going to be talking about Marius Gustavsson, who was otherwise known as the Eunuch Maker. And it's going to get really dark. So,
Yeah.
but let's talk about eunuchs a little bit. So what is a eunuch? A eunuch is very explicitly a male who has had part or all of their genitalia removed.
That's great. That's great.
It is, yeah, it is great. Like I said, there's a rich history there. We'll kind of cover it a tiny bit. Historically, eunuchs are like biblical. Like eunuchs have been around since humans have been around, and all for many different reasons, and not necessarily the reasons that you're thinking. Because I know what you're thinking, right? That's what we should do to pedophiles,
Mm-hmm.
and I agree. But
I mean, it's a punishment if it's against your will.
well, not necessarily. I suppose for you, yeah, it is a punishment. But some people have been castrated younger, and they're not able to consent because they're so young, but for different reasons.
Right.
But historically, it being a eunuch was not a bad thing, and it wasn't really done. It has been used for punishments all throughout human history. But for a lot of times in royalty and like royal families, people became eunuchs willingly to kind of prove their loyalty to the royal family in order to become servants to them. And they're not just servants; they're like they really become like family. They really become very trusted because it's kind of the ultimate sacrifice that you can make, and the reason for that, you can be trusted by your king or your queen or whomever, because since you're unable to reproduce, there will be no power struggle. You'll never try to overtake them for power. So, go ahead.
If they're going for like the position to be their servant, do they even have a chance of overtaking them for power in the first place? Why do you have to do that to yourself?
Well, because you could become a servant and kind of be undercover, right? Be covert about it, and then overthrow their throne or kill them or whatever while you're giving them a bath.
If you're not scared to death of treason and getting hanged.
You would think, yeah.
Or guillotined, sorry.
I think times were simpler back in the day.
Okay.
Back in the day, like 4,000 years ago.
Right.
I don't really understand the logic necessarily, but I do know that these eunuchs they weren't just simple servants. Again, they were really respected. So they weren't necessarily slaves. But they would be advisors even to some of these royalty. Like I said, they were usually highly regarded. Now, again, this changes demographically, depending on who you're talking about at the time. But it seems every culture has had, castrated men of some sort. Okay. For whatever reason.
I wonder if Trump has any.
If Trump has castrated men?
Yeah, if he has any eunuchs.
Yeah, he probably does. There's also reports of, especially
not just like castrated men running around. No, if he has any like eunuchs that he like want to serve him.
Sadly, there probably are people that would be willing to do that for him.
Oh, people are crazy.
You know how crazy they are about that guy. It's wild. I don't know. I just know that, if he does have balls, I ain't never seen him.
I have absolutely zero opinions to offer on this. I just wanted to know if he had eunuchs.
We should ask. I'm going to write him a letter to the White House. If you write the White House, they write back.
Really?
Yep. Sure
it's probably the eunuch writing back.
It's just one lowly eunuch. He's like, yes, I'm here. Send help, please. I've been here 60 years. So anyway, eunuchs have kind of, like, the concept of a eunuch itself has kind of given way to the extreme body modification culture that exists. And now, instead of being referred to as eunuchs, they are referred to as nulos.
What is it?
Nulos.
Numos?
Nulos. Nullos. Nulos.
Nulos. Okay.
Nulos are kind of a more gender neutral term for it, but it refers to genital nullification.
Okay.
Genital nullification is the practice of having your genitals removed. And let me tell you, don't Google it unless you're ready for it. That shit is crazy looking.
I didn't Google it for that reason.
There are 2 photos on the Wikipedia page for genital nullification. If you're really curious, they're pretty safe.
Mhm.
But if you do Google it, you'll see some stuff that went wrong.
I
A
know I'm
lot.
supposed to research for this podcast, but I do have my boundaries sometimes.
That's okay. I understand. But basically, I mean, the whole point of it is to become a Ken doll, like a Barbie, smooth.
Yeah, of course.
But it does work both ways for both genders. Eunuchs
Mhm.
are very specifically male. Nulos are men and women. And while there's a lot less women doing this, the number's not zero.
What did they? What did the women do?
They have like everything. They have like everything removed. I mean, like so.
Like on the inside?
Well,
Do they do anything to the outside appearance? Like, I mean, that
yes.
changes a male's appearance.
Yes. Right, because they have an Audi, right, and we have an
Right.
A. Well, but different vaginas look differently.
Mm-hmm.
Different vulvas look differently. So let's just say you have like a standard. You've got the lips, and you've got some curtain, and you've got the clitoris, and the clitoral hood, and all that. All that is flattened.
They just take it all away.
They take it all away. Yeah.
They fill it in with like liquid cement.
Well, no, they just. I mean, I guess that's what it. So imagining a patch of really long grass,
Okay.
and you shave that, or not shave. You mow
Shave
that.
the grass. You're gonna go outside, shave your grass.
You shave your, and let's just say in the middle of that grass there's a rock, right?
Uh-huh.
And so you go out and you pull the rock out, and then you mow the grass, and now it's all flat land, like everything. That's what they do, like bulldoze everything that's on the outside.
Okay.
Now they don't get rid of, so like with the men, they go down to just a urethra hole, so that they do still have a hole that they pee out of. The women can't get rid of the actual vagina. And
Okay,
I mean,
that's what I was confused about.
right. So like the actual vaginal opening, it's still there.
Okay.
So like if you're looking at a vagina from the top down, like everything like right above the vagina and because you've got the vagina. I know people don't know women's anatomy. We got a lot of male listeners, but there's the vagina, and right above it's a urethra hole.
Mm-hmm.
And everything above that point is just completely shaven down to nothing.
Okay.
To flat land.
Gotcha.
So the clitoris and everything is removed. The lips, the curtains, all of it. It's all gone.
All right.
But they still have a vaginal opening plus a urethra. So
That sounds awful.
that's what they chose to do.
Like, have you ever cut yourself shaving? Like, that sounds awful.
Oh yeah, that sounds, and it seems like kind of what they do is like they'll remove what they can on the outside and then kind of bring the two lips together and sew it up.
Awesome. Okay.
Because there's like a seam there
Right.
still. It's really crazy. Be prepared, but look at the pictures. It's interesting.
Okay.
It's fucking weird, but it's interesting. So anyway, but this is obviously an extreme form of body modification, and it's not usually done under the guise of real. There's not a lot of medical professionals that will do this. This is permanent. You can't reverse it. Once it's all gone, it's gone. And you're never getting it back. So most medical professionals won't do it, and if they do it, it's usually illegal and some type of like back alley procedure. But at least they are a medical doctor doing it. Even if they're doing it outside of their general practice. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and it's people come to them that like want to do it.
That like
So they're
really
like
wanna do it.
educated and informed of everything, at least.
I mean, it's still considered scientifically unethical to do something like that because there's just not a lot of research that we have on this stuff. It's so rare that anybody even wants this to begin with. But extreme body modification in general, this is not the only form of extreme body modification. There's definitely other forms, and people go to great lengths sometimes to get this stuff done. And a lot of it is like an extreme case of body dysmorphia. And, you'll have people who cut their limbs off.
Right.
Because they feel like they just shouldn't have them. Or you'll have people, there's one lady who like purposefully blinded herself and fucking couldn't be happier. Like injected her eyeballs with Drano or something insane. And like couldn't be happier doing that. Cause she just felt like she identified as a blind person. I don't know. It's weird, and I don't understand it, and I'm not even going to pretend to try to understand what these people go through mentally. I don't know if it's necessarily the same thing as like gender dysmorphia. I hate to compare it to that, but I think it's the closest thing that any of us can really wrap our minds around.
Okay.
Just because, as a community, as a society, we're kind of starting to understand that people can feel like they're in the wrong body. And
How
that's
much do you think nullification surgery costs in the U.S.?
I'm pretty sure in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's a really good question, and I think we'll
Oh,
kind
I
of
have the answer. I was just wondering what you thought.
Oh, okay. There's an answer. I don't know.
18 to 30,000 in the U.S.
That's really not that bad. It's
Mexico,
really-
6 to 10,000.
But who's doing it? People that shouldn't be?
Well, no, it says that you have to ask your provider if surgeon fees, anesthesia, facility or operating room fees, and pre or post op follow ups are bundled. So I guess they do it.
So
The insurance covers it.
what?
Yeah, it says
Well-
coverage varies significantly by providers, but some insurances cover nullification as a gender affirming surgery.
Interesting. So obviously the people that would get this type of surgery are asexual
Yes.
and probably aromantic in a lot of cases, but maybe not. But they're not interested in having sex,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. You don't have to be. It's weird, but we accept you, So, for whatever reason, they just feel like they have the wrong parts. They shouldn't have any parts and they want it gone. But, again, extreme body modification is not just limited to genital nullification, but that's basically the main topic of this episode. Things get strange because there's different types of like genital modifications that you can do. Vanilla is like piercings, right? We all
Mm-hmm.
know about those. Some of us have them, genital piercings are nothing new, and they're kind of becoming definitely more widely acceptable as we kind of get older. Not older, but as a society older,
Right.
not saying grandma's getting her hood done or anything. She might though. Not here to judge.
Yeah, why not?
She's like, fuck it, I've lived this long, let's try it out.
Mhm.
That's kind of more, like I said, the vanilla version of that. But other modifications are, just even like, people have surgeries on their genitals for aesthetic purposes or, what have you. There's a lot of different types out there. And then, of course, body modification and extremism is, you do it all over your body. Stuff like branding and scarification.
Mhm.
Those are definitely more extreme than just like getting your tongue pierced.
I can tell everybody right now that personally, I do not stare at my shit enough to need to get it modified in any way, vanilla or not.
Yeah, I've never really felt the need either. I'm just like, it is what it is. But then again, I don't know. I've seen a lot of vaginas, and they're all different, and they're all weird. So I'm just not even. I'm not like, oh, my vagina's the weirdest. Not really.
Right.
I've seen worse.
Okay.
Just genitals in general. They're weird. Genitals are strange.
They are.
They all look weird. I've never really been like, man, I can't wait to look at that penis.
Right.
Ever.
Yay.
I'm usually like, there it is. I know what it does, and that's exciting. But like, I'm not like, oh yeah, look at that one. That's nice. Not real. I mean, I guess to a certain degree, you kind of have an idea of what's nice. But anyway,
It's like, put your pants back on.
right. Get that thing out of here. I'm done with it now. Fucking Cyclops looking motherfucker. I'm just saying, genitals, period. They're weird. So if you look at your own genitals and you're like, man, why are my genitals so weird? It's
They're
because
all weird.
Because they all are. Everybody's are. Everybody.
Yeah.
And there's somebody that has weird. I promise, somebody with weirder genitals than you out there. You don't have to be ashamed of your stuff. It's just the way it is. But there are people that feel differently, and whatever. Who am I to tell them?
Right.
Okay. Getting on to our story, where does this Marius Gustafsson come in? So not too much is really out there. We were kind of talking before the show, and I said what's interesting about this one is that it is a lot, but there is not a lot
Right.
about it. Whereas like we know that we know everything about like Jeffrey Dahmer's childhood.
Hmm.
We don't know shit about this guy's child. I couldn't find anything about his.
Not yet.
There's like, well, it's true. There's like maybe some stories about how he was like picked on for being gay or whatever as a kid. But I don't even know how old he is.
Oh,
I
I
couldn't
know
even
about
find
his
that out.
marriage and stuff, but
Yeah, but there's some. I mean, once he gets into adulthood, there's definitely more. But like, I don't even know. I'm assuming he's like 60, maybe now,
probably
50s,
now,
maybe.
yeah.
But yeah, not too much is known about like his early childhood, but we do know that he was a postal worker in a small town in Norway, and he was also the chair of the local LGBT community there. He was the one putting on all the events and gathering resources for these people, and I mean he was pretty well liked. A lot of people said that he was super nice and great and fine. And then in 1999 he was charged with fraud, and then in 2001, which I believe these are two different charges, he served an 8-month jail sentence for internet fraud. But I
Oh
couldn't really.
shit. Hold on. He's only 48.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He looks way older than that. I
Yeah, he
guess.
does.
I guess that's what happens when you get your balls lobbed off and your penis.
Right?
Um. Oof. Well, so anyway, these fraud charges, I really couldn't find details about what they entailed exactly, but they didn't really seem to be like that big of a deal, not compared to what the fuck we're about to talk
Right.
about.
Yeah.
So eventually he would meet a man, they would marry, and he would permanently relocate to London in 2012. Okay. In 2017, this seems to be following the split from his husband, he would start exploring the world of extreme body modifications. What are you laughing at?
Do you know what his fraud charges were?
What?
Dishonest disability benefit claims.
So he was like pretending to be disabled before. That's kind of pertinent to the story, I would think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was disabled.
Yeah, he really was.
I don't know how he was being dishonest about it.
He just wasn't physically disabled yet. But what are the internet fraud charges?
He probably tried to get food stamps.
Because he applied online. He's got
um,
that would have had to have been
it
fraud.
says
Someone
Gustafsson claimed, is it euros? What is it?
pounds.
Pounds. 18,000 pounds in disability payments from the UK government between 2019 and 2021.
Oh well, these were 1999 charges.
Oh.
So later in life he got in trouble while he's in prison.
Yeah, he claimed the benefits due to the loss of his leg. However, he hid the fact that the amputation was entirely self-inflicted.
So you can't get benefits if you do it yourself?
I guess not.
I mean, I think that makes sense. But what are you gonna do now that it's gone? He can't regrow it.
Right.
Put it back on and be like, I got a leg now. Wow. So he had fraud charges later in life. Wow. No, these ones were early.
Yeah, I see that now.
99 and 2001. So in 2019, he would have his penis and testicles surgically removed by what would later be one of his co-defendants, Damian Burns. And Damien would end up facing charges for this again kind of down the line a little bit. And then in 2019, he would have his leg frozen with dry ice and then chopped off. As well as he also had just one of his nipples surgically removed. So this is stuff that happened to himself over the course of time. So his is not necessarily just about becoming a eunuch. But it's more, I don't know, it's worse than that, I guess. And
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I tried, but I don't understand it. Um,
I don't think the court system understood it either.
it's a really tough one because it's like it battles consent.
Mhm.
Is it really okay to charge him with crimes if the other parties consented? And as far as we know, at least I did not read. Nobody died from what we're going to talk about took place here.
Right. No, nobody died.
His thing wasn't killing anybody. It seemed to be kind of more of a control thing, and he could get this by helping people reach their final form.
Yeah, but see, my thing with the courts, they tried to say that he did all this because that's how he gets sexually aroused, but he can't get sexually aroused.
Right? He doesn't have a peener.
So, like, that's why I say I don't think the courts understood it either.
But I think that like so I mean there's I'm trying to think of how to word this. There's definitely people who rape who suffer from erectile dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like then they rape and then they're able to, get a boner during the rape. They still don't. So I
Right.
think there's still ways for you to be sexually aroused emotionally
Okay.
and not so much physically. It's not something that I can understand because I have working genitals.
Right.
I don't get it. But I think that this is it definitely does not necessarily fall into the category of sexual gratification, but definitely deviant behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Which being a deviant in and of itself is again more psychological rather than just a physical thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sorta.
Mm-hmm.
I think we get it as much as somebody who's
It's
not a
just
deviant
hard to
would get.
comprehend when you don't have to, like, when you have genitalia, like, you can have sex. You know what I mean?
Right, that you can
It's just
yeah.
hard to think of, like, somebody, like, does that just for the emotional response.
I'm getting off, but I'm only getting off emotionally, and it's like, I
Right.
suppose that I've gotten off pretty hard before based on emotional and atmospheric vibes, but I'm still physically getting off because of it. Not
Right.
if that wasn't there, would I have felt as elevated? I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't know, and hopefully I'll never have to know.
Yeah. I would just not do anything because
Right. I just like, well,
fucking
that's gone
point.
now. Right, it's over. So in 2017, Gustafsson does this thing where he starts this website and he calls it eunuchmaker.com, which you can check out on the Wayback Machine on the internet if you're tech savvy. Eunuchmaker.com ends up being kind of more of what the police had more issue with than anything in all this. It was basically a pay-per-view type of website that promised to stream live videos of quote-unquote procedures, including castration, penis removal, nipple removal, testicle clamping, limb freezing, and other unlicensed surgeries.
Because why wouldn't you want to watch that?
I mean, I kind of do. I kind of want to see it. But I don't think I pay for it.
No.
Like you can find that shit for free online anywhere. I don't. Again, this is kind of all the more of the. I don't know if these live streams were like there was like a live chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, hell yeah, fucking W in the chat for genitals. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what gets said in 2017. They're like, yeah, rip his dick off.
It was like a UFC fight. Like,
have you seen that guy?
yeah.
Grab his dick and twist it. Twist that dick. Twist his dick. I love that video. Comes across my feed every little bit. But yeah, maybe that's what they were. Maybe that's where this came from. Maybe that's where that video inspiration came from. I don't know. Yeah, it also offered different subscription tiers. There was a VIP access.
He was like, subscribe to my Patreon.
You can get the just the balls tier or the cock and balls tier. Because sometimes it was just people just removing their testicles, and that's not unusual. I have a friend who just went through that recently,
Mm-hmm.
and that's again, it's not particularly a lot of people that are a lot of male to female trans folk will do that just to stop the hormones,
Right.
right? But they still want to keep their penises, and that's whatever, good for them.
I mean, you do you, whatever you
I
want to
love a
do.
chick with a dick. Don't get me started. That's my favorite. Titties and cock. You get both. We already discussed earlier. They're on the same level. Now you just get
Yeah.
everything all in one. It's great. Um, but they'll do that, like I said, to kind of stop the hormones, and maybe it's kind of the first step, before you commit. Because again, once your penis is gone, it's gone.
Right.
You can't really get it back. So anyway, it also featured this buy it now button for human tissue and body parts.
Yeah, that's the part I had questions about.
Yeah. So, and this is the part that, that's the part that kind of it gets weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, fuck it, let's talk about it for a minute. They're doing these procedures on people and removing their body parts and then selling them on this website. There's some reports that said that there were like auction style sellings of people's like penises and stuff.
What do you do with them?
I mean, what don't you do with them? You know what I would do with a severed penis? Everything that I could.
Are they like taxidermied though? Like, are they stiff?
I would like leave it places
Or do you just get like a little like
in public.
slinky that doesn't slink?
Oh,
I don't know.
poor guy. Yeah, that's a good point. I would prefer if I were to buy a full penis, human penis. I would prefer that it's taxidermied.
Right.
But
Did he have his taxidermy license too? Is he a jack of all trades?
oh no, he's not licensed in anything at all, and that's the
Right.
point. All of this was just back alley, whatever he wanted it to be. I don't know because yeah, like I said, I'd be pretty disappointed if it was limp.
Mm-hmm.
Like this isn't what I ordered. It's like wish.com penis. I don't want this.
Wish.com.
Like a Temu penis over here. What the full 4 inches? Damn it!
Oh shit.
What am I supposed to do with this fucking flap? And it's just flapping. I would put it on like
It's just flapping, she said.
I'd get it like a tiny flagpole and then hang it like a flag.
Oh Jesus.
Put it in my garden.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I don't know. That's a good question. And it doesn't really specify and let's talk about that for a second. He was only convicted of performing up to 29 procedures on 13 victims. There's probably a fuck ton more than that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The website had over 22,000 people registered to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what they talk about when they raided his house, they found all these different body parts and stuff. And, of course, the website where they were saying they were selling shit, we don't really know if it was just penises.
Right.
I don't believe. So they did find his cock and balls, which were kept separately for some reason. His balls were. His balls were framed and placed in a frame above his bed.
They're smushed. Or was it a shadow box frame?
It was well, that's a good question. Now,
Because that's going to answer your question if the penis that you get in the mail is taxidermied or not. If these balls are squished in a frame, a flat frame, you're going to be disappointed with your package in the mail.
which would you prefer?
I mean, if I'm going
To order castrated testicles?
I want them to look like how I think they're going to look, so I would want them to be taxidermied. I don't want like a jar to show up with embalming fluid and like some saggy skin in it. I mean, like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
It's just a balloon that they fucking glued pubic hair on.
Right.
There's a rock in it.
Like, I will buy crocheted, like, testicles and hang up. Like, don't fucking send me skin. Like,
I don't know, because like when I think of like a mushed and like a flat frame, that might be kind of cool.
if
Those like
if it was like, if you could tell what it was, in my mind, I'm picturing something that just looks like bleh.
there's like those models that you can get of like the human brain,
Mm-hmm.
and it's made up of like glass, like glass coasters, like flat glass.
Mm-hmm.
And as you remove the glass, it's like different layers of said brain. It's kind of like a puzzle.
Okay.
And I guess like that's what I'm picturing with like smushed testicles in a picture frame.
See, me and you are picturing different things.
Yeah.
Yours is cooler than mine.
Yeah,
Mine's just a waste of money.
but yeah, you could put them in a shadow box. Yeah, I don't know. And where are they now? Because like we were talking about, like, in the mummies episode, how like we could realistically like get a mummy. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Like could I realistically get this guy's balls that hung above his, like I would buy them.
Probably at a police auction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to be out there somewhere. What happened to him?
Right. I mean, like, Baggins has like murderers, like, vehicles and stuff in his. Then just go to police auction, figure out what county he was taken in at, and
I feel like it would make me look tough.
right.
Like, I'd get him, and like I don't know, I'd create like a little dark corner in my house, and like people would like walk in, and they'd be like, "What's that?" And I'd be like, "That's the balls of the Eunuch Maker." And my
People wouldn't
cowboy
even know
hat.
what it is, but it sounds like intimidating as shit.
Right? They're like, "Whoa, she's crazier than I thought." Like smoking a corncob pipe. I don't know why.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, um, I don't even remember what we're talking about. Oh, these body parts that he would sell. So but his leg, like, what happened to his leg, bro?
Oh, shit. Did he
they?
eat it?
Well, because that was another question too, is that there was allegedly some cannibalism that happened
Yeah.
with these body parts. Now, the only facts that I could see that really disclosed that were, one, the police said so, and two, there was a picture taken by Gustafsson of a really beautiful salad topped with like grilled testicles, like cooked testicles.
Yep.
So, I mean, he was eating the shit, and were other people that were ordering it eating it also? I guess it's theirs. They can.
Right. Probably.
You could be like, send it to me, unprocessed, right? If they are taxidermying it, send it to me unprocessed. I'm going to eat it. It's like that guy, the warden from Human Centipede 3,
Mm-hmm.
and he's eating the clitorises, the jar of
Yeah.
clitorises. It's like, what the fuck? What is this?
Hey, man. I mean, whatever floats your boat.
That's where he bought them from, eunuchmaker.com.
Yeah.
Get your jar of clitorises now.
Mm.
Can you imagine? They were all like dried out and stuff. They're probably like raisins, salty raisins. This is a really gross episode. You're welcome.
It's about time.
So eventually, Gustafsson would kind of create a decent following, as well as like other people, because he was in this Nulo community, right, with other people that were like minded to him, and he would find different accomplices. I believe at the end of the day, there were 10 other people charged besides him
Yeah.
in all of this. I do have those accomplices' names here. It was Damian Burns, Nathaniel Arnold, Jacob Creamy Appleby.
All right.
Creamy Appleby. That's really his
That's
name.
a great name.
I just copy and pasted it. That's really his name. Peter Waits, which is ironic. Ian Cooker, I think. David Carruthers. Ashley Williams, not to be confused for me, or the late and great, not late, but the great Bruce Campbell's character from Evil Dead, and Stefan Scharf, which is the worst name of the whole group. Ashley Williams, by the way, were a guy. They were all men.
Yeah, they were men.
So we had this kind of ragtag team of the surgical team, I suppose, and the different people had different roles. I really didn't go over exactly what roles they had in all of this, but some of them would definitely do the surgeries. I believe it was Nathaniel Arnold who would actually steal lidocaine from his job. Some of them were degreed. They did have, kind of more important medical field type jobs. They were kind of able to do this, but, they would use kitchen knives and tools for animal castration to perform the quote unquote surgeries. They would meet the victims either at Gustafson's place or one of the other places of the other guys, or they would get hotel rooms to, get this together. You had kind of mentioned cost earlier, and this is where cost sort of comes into play. Most of the time, they actually did not charge the victims or participants. I don't know what the right word is.
Right.
They would actually, a lot of times, offer them money from a cut from what they would get from the website, which was really good money, apparently. Except they were also known for not actually paying up, which I believe.
I believe
Don't
that too.
know. But I believe that that's what led to them getting caught.
Yeah, someone was pissed that they didn't get their pay and they
Yeah.
got their penis taken off.
Yeah, they were bitter. Some
I'd be bitter
people,
too. Don't feel bad.
right? I'm like, what the fuck, man? I would have done it. I would have just kept the
Right?
junk. Could have made money with that junk. Um, I think that some of these people were definitely coerced into participating. So Gustafson's definitely getting something out of this. He's not just doing a service for, because a lot of times when you find people that are willing to do the nullification, it's because they're trying to help people out that can't feel like they can't go to a conventional medical office to get it done.
Hmm.
I don't feel like Gustafson is that person.
No. But he said that he was just doing it to see the smile on people's faces.
That is what he said. That is what he said, but I
There
don't
would
believe
not be a smile on my fucking face.
I don't believe that shit. I believe he did it for money.
Hmm. Especially if you weren't paying the people you said you were going to pay.
Yeah. I think he
You were
did it.
definitely all in for the money, mister.
I think he did it for money, and I think he also did it because he got something out of it, whatever that was.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't think he actually
His emotional sexual arousal.
he had orgasms of the mind. I'm gonna write a book and I'm gonna call it that. Orgasms of
That's
the
a
mind.
good title for a fucking
is.
book.
Yeah, it is. It sounds really sexy. It's gonna not be about sex at all. I don't know what yet, what it'll be about, but orgasms of the mind, that's what it's gonna be about.
It's just going to be like a total brain fuck.
It's it's just me slowly describing in detail, if I had a penis, how I would skull fuck you
Very literal.
while you're alive. Yeah. And then the rest of it is just now go meditate for 19 hours straight.
Go meditate.
feel the orgasm that I just had in your skull.
Oh, shit.
So like I stated, we were kind of talking about how many victims there were, whatever. Again, I think there were way more than this 13 that he was convicted of.
Definitely.
I think that probably a lot of people just didn't come forward. Not all of these procedures went off without a hitch. As a matter of fact, there are many recorded 999 calls because they don't have 911. They have 999. I wonder what would happen if I dialed 999.
You probably get a huge charge on your phone bill.
Oh,
I don't know.
man. You're probably right. And then they'd be trying to send the police to my house still.
Mhm.
Like they do. I'm like, I don't need anything. I just wanted to know what would happen. How much did this cost me? I need an ambulance because of this bill. But I'm just curious. Has anybody ever done it? Have you guys ever dialed 999 before? Not. We have people listen from across the pond. People here in the U.S. Just curious. But anyway, I've listened to one of these calls and it was weird and embarrassing. So he calls up the police and says that somebody that he knows had an accident with a kitchen knife.
All right.
And they're like, oh, okay, well, what happened? And he's like, I don't really know what happened.
I
But there's
wasn't there.
yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I just got here. And they're like, well, what do you mean? They're like, where's his injury? And he said the groin. And they were like, oh, well, did he do it on purpose? And he's like, nope, no, that was definitely an accident.
Hmm.
Guilty. Um, but this would happen often. I mean, these men would show up in the ER and, the emergency room and get treated for these quote unquote accidents. There was actually one gentleman, I didn't take his name down, but he kind of shares his story a little bit. I don't think he was one of the court victims. But he said that he had a botched castration when Gustafsson went to go remove his testicles, and he was able to get one out, but not the other. He ended up having to go to the hospital, and they treated him there. And then he goes back to Gustafsson to remove the other one.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you go back?
Yeah.
He must have
Is
really
this the guy that like told on him?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I think that was a different, because the guy that told on him, I couldn't find his name. I feel like the people in court who were named the victims have not been disclosed publicly who they are.
Okay.
I think that's protected information.
Well, and it wasn't really that long ago yet either.
No, yeah, it hasn't, and really hasn't been that long. I mean, this is, 2020 is when the first victim comes forward.
Mhm.
So we'll get there then. In 2020, a victim ends up coming forward to the Devon and the Cornwall police. He told the police that he was, quote, high on drugs when the surgery took place. He was strapped to a bed, electrocuted, had his testicles clamped, and was branded with the initials EM. And obviously, it doesn't mean every man, right? It's the Eunuch Maker. So,
'Cause you
from
don't need
there,
every man when you don't got a penis.
when you don't got a penis. You are every man. Now you are God. I don't understand. I feel like this guy ended up being pissed and bitter, and that's why he came forward. I don't think that it's necessarily regret that they had their genitals removed, but then again, I don't know. I've never spoken with these people. I think it's more regret that he got his testicles removed and didn't get paid for it.
Right.
But that's just a personal theory. He ended up handing over like a huge archive of messages, videos, and pictures from the surgery, and he felt like he made the wrong choice by going to Gustafsson, and so that's why he came forward. And then so an investigation ensued from that point.
I wonder what happened in his life to where he was like, oh shit, I just needed a psychiatrist and now I don't have a penis.
Well, I think his penis was still intact.
I'm just using that as an example.
Oh, okay.
Like, what makes you go through all of that and then one day you're just like, I just needed to talk to someone.
He goes to the one therapy session and he was like, wow, that was really life-changing. And like, that's it.
Right.
Why did I do this sooner?
Like,
These aren't Americans, by the way. It's not like they have, they got free healthcare over there. It's not like they're paying crazy amounts of money to see therapists.
Right.
Like, fuck.
Right.
But he did. I mean, like I said, he didn't really express necessarily regret for not having his genitals, but definitely regret for his life choices that got him to where he was.
And he turned over everything. Which kind of makes me question too, like, was he planning to do this because he had everything saved?
Yeah, maybe, but that's a hell of a sacrifice.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe he like wanted it done, but he's like, oh, I'm gonna get paid for this, and you know what I mean?
I don't know. He's just a bad bitch. You know how many screenshots I got of shit?
But see, me and you are different. I delete fucking everything.
Nope, I keep it all just in case. Just in case I need to turn.
So if anybody wants to confide in me about something, your shit gonna be deleted.
Cassie's the person. You want to confide in me? I'll tell on you. So don't do it.
I'm nosy as shit. I just want to know your business. I'll delete it afterwards, but just so I know.
I'm prepared to turn that shit over to whoever asks for it. Like, here you go. Like, remember when you said that shit back in 2016? Yeah, I got the screenshot still. Got a whole
Four
folder.
and a
of
half phones later, yeah, I still got them. They're saved in the cloud.
Never getting rid of that shit. Yeah, I do. I'm one of those people. Like, I got them screenshots. I do delete them eventually, but
I get rid of shit like after time, like if I don't need it in like months, then I don't need it anymore. My mom, on the other hand, I'll send her something 3 hours later. She's like, "Can you send that to me again? I deleted it." Be like, "Bitch."
wow, immediately. No, and like I said, it depends on me, but I understand that petty type of energy. 'Cause
Right.
that's me, Because I'm like, motherfucker, you're not gonna catch me in a lie. I got the proof.
But I don't have any like friends that I talk to, so I don't have to worry about lying.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, I don't like. I guess I don't really have to. I don't really do that so much anymore. I don't know. It
Right.
just depends. Listen, I can tell you this. I split up from my husband in 2013, and I still keep motherfucking everything. But
All right.
we have a child together. So I have a lot more to lose potentially, right? If I can't prove that he's fucking crazy,
Mhm.
So it depends on the person.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what their relationship is between the guy who turned him in and him. They maybe they have a child together.
Should have paid the man, dude. You
Yeah,
could have been like golden still if you just paid your people.
right. I mean, that's it. It's all it took. So he turns him in, and the police, inevitably, they do catch him. It takes a while. I believe he wasn't actually arrested until 2021.
Yeah.
And it was like the end of 2021. So they definitely, they took their time on it. And, when eventually he was convicted after pleading guilty to conspiracy to cause grievous bodily harm with intent, along with 5 counts of causing grievous bodily harm with intent. He also pleaded guilty to making and distributing indecent images of a child, possessing extreme pornographic images, and possessing criminal property, because the youngest of his victims was a 16-year-old boy. So he was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum term of 22 years. So before he even potentially has the chance to get out, and he probably never will, he has to serve at least the 22 years, which I think, I don't know how I feel about it.
Why?
Because, like, he's sick or whatever, right? In my standards, I would never, like, fuck with somebody who's in all that and mutilating people.
Right.
But also, I mean,
Okay, yeah, I agree. I feel like they need to take into consideration that people were legitimately like coming to him.
consenting. Yes.
Yes.
And that's kind of where the gray area comes into play is, is this consent or is this not? My favorite cannibal of all time, of course, I have one, is Armin Meiwes from Germany, who was the Cannibal Cafe killer, right? Met his victim online, a man who wanted to be cannibalized. And, some people are like, well, how do we know he wanted to the entire time? Because Armin filmed the whole fucking thing from the very first moment that man stepped foot in his home until he butchered him to use him for meat. And the entire time that man consented. And he's spending his life in prison now because of it, because he killed somebody. And I don't necessarily, I mean, it's a weird thing because it's like, how can you consent to death? But then we do have like physician assisted suicide situations and stuff like that. So it's like, well, obviously somewhere in there which isn't legal everywhere, but we kind of agree on it, and that's somebody dying. I mean, that's a little bit more extreme because it's not like after they die, they can be like, oops, I fucked up.
Right.
Is it because these victims regretted what happened to them that they're able to get a conviction? The child, I totally agree that he deserves time for that because it's a child. But everybody else that was above, of age that came to him, some people say that he potentially coerced folks into doing this and, by offering them money and stuff. But it's like, even if he did offer them money at the end of the day, you could be like, nah, I'm good.
Right. Like, I have my standards. That's one thing I'm not taking money for.
Right. I would never. There's not a dollar amount on this planet that would make me get rid of my genitals.
Right.
Like, that would never happen.
And
My
the
boobs?
people, like,
Probably. Yeah.
kept coming back. Even though they weren't getting paid, they kept coming back. So, like, they were 100% consenting to this.
Yeah, right. They knew what they were getting into, and they're like,
Mhm.
okay, come back next week. Get my other one removed.
Right.
Let the one heal up a little bit. I agree. And so it is kind of a weird, it's sick and gross, by what we consider as, relatively normal people, sick and gross.
Hmm.
But is it ethically wrong? Should it be illegal? We can't really answer that question. We can just kind of give our opinions, and I don't know, man. I think I don't give a fuck what other people do to themselves. Like, I just don't care. I never have. And, if I really genuinely feel that way, then, I mean, it's just kind of all across the board. It's just my only thing is don't harm other people.
Right.
Uh, and that's kind of where it's at. But then where does your responsibility lie? Even if they did later regret it, after going back multiple times, like, why aren't you being held accountable for yourself and your own bad decision?
Yeah, you can't just jump on the bandwagon after the fact when people start, like, you can't. I guess you can claim your money one way or the other if you guys are all suing. You know what I mean? But that's fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, then you're like, oh, no, never mind. In hindsight, I didn't like doing that. And it's like, well, that's why it's called fucking hindsight. You didn't know that you wouldn't like it, but now that you've done it, you just kind of live with that. We've all
Right.
made bad choices, you know? Um, Not so permanent, but still, I mean, is it the permanence of it that makes this a legal struggle? Um, I don't know. What do you think?
See, I don't know. I'm having a hard time with it too. Like, I I don't think he should have 22 years mandatory to a life sentence. Like, that's not like you said, get in trouble for the child stuff. But everybody else, like, he didn't kidnap anybody. He didn't, like, take anybody hostage or, like, kill anybody. Like, they obviously consented. He shouldn't get any time for that, I don't think.
Yeah, not for that. I mean, 22 years, I think alone is probably justified for the child genital mutilation.
Mhm.
But yeah, for everybody else, I don't think so. I mean, it just
Like, is
doesn't
it
sit with me.
different there? Like, are you an adult at 16 there?
They could be. They could be. But I mean, realistically, anybody under the age of 25 is not really in their right mind to make solid permanent decisions.
Yeah, medically we know that, but,
Right.
like, like, from the government, the law is
Well, right.
you're an adult when you're 18. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
can't buy a beer yet, but you're an adult.
Ugh, right. That's a good point. I mean, now you can't even buy cigarettes in the state of
Nope.
Ohio. Isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
I mean, good. It's good. It's a good thing, but it's just wild. Um,
It's a super good thing, but you're not gonna, like, draft me into a war and send me to, like, a desert and not let me smoke a fucking cigarette.
right. I can go fucking kill people, but not smoke or drink while I do it.
Right.
Yeah, I know it's ass backwards, but so yeah, and you're right. So there's differences between ethically, scientifically, legally, kind of what's taking place here, and I don't think any of us can really give the one answer. Uh,
Nobody knows. Not even the court
no,
system knows. Like,
right. I
it's
mean,
fucking stupid.
we have opinions, and
Right.
we can have that. Again, First Amendment here in America, so we're allowed.
But
But
if he does the 22 years, like, that'll make him, he's 46 now, so he'll be what, 66 then? Because it's been like what, 2 years?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't think he was really getting his rock off doing any of this. I mean, I know they say it's like sexual, and
That's why I said they don't know what they're talking about.
but I feel like he is gaining something, just not sexual gratification,
Hmm.
from doing this. So I don't feel like he's necessarily going to like kidnap somebody off the street and force them to have their genitals cut off.
No, there's too many people, like, going to him on their own free will. Why does he need to kidnap anybody?
Right? He doesn't need to. That's the fucking bizarre part about this.
Hmm.
Is the people signing up, lining his fucking door because, like I said, 22,000 people on this website, y'all.
Yeah.
22,000. And probably, let's be so for real, a lot of it's probably just spectators, people that are curious on the internet. But who knows? A lot of it
Was it
probably
like
isn't.
was it like a big known deal? Like, if you're not into that stuff, like what I would have just heard about it and like checked out the website, you know what I mean? Or
Probably
do you have
not.
to like actually know about like this little community and like that's how you heard about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's 22,000 people, and that's a lot, but
Yeah.
also it's only 22,000 people
Right.
from the internet, right? So I mean, it wasn't like on the dark web or anything. Like you could just find the website and get on there yourself.
Okay.
Um, but like you wouldn't know to get on it unless somebody told you about it. Would you or I have known about it? Well, probably. I don't know. We're fucking weird, so yeah, maybe.
You might have. I probably would not have.
Yeah, I probably. Somebody was like, "You seen this website?"
And then you would have told me, and then you would have been like, "Did you look at it?" And I've been like, "No."
Oh man, I get it, but you really should. But I understand. But maybe you should check it out once. I try not to peer pressure. I'm just saying those Wikipedia images, they're pretty safe if you're
I'm pretty good at not falling for peer pressure.
that's important. No, yeah, I mean, I like I said, but I didn't. I mean, I was on the internet that at 2020. I had never heard of it at that point. Um, I don't think heard about it after the fact. I think just like most of us. So, I don't know. Again, I think it is something that you would probably have to think to search for.
Hmm.
And probably people have stumbled on it and then they're like, "Hey man, check this out," to their friends or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. I wonder how many of those 22,000 were just curious and how many were interested.
Right.
um it's just very bizarre. It's a weird case, and I mean, I'm kind of surprised to be sort of siding with the guy in some aspects. I didn't I learned things about myself doing this show.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think he should have got that much time because he wasn't like kidnapping people. Like they were coming to him. It's just, I don't know, makes it different to me. Now, if he was going outside and like taking kids from the high school parking lot, yeah, send him away.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like, I mean, really grooming these people over a long period of time or something, because it does seem that there was maybe a little grooming going on, but we don't really know for sure. Again, there's a lot we don't know here, and I think I wish some of these victims would come forward and speak about it.
Right.
Write a fucking book, man. I'll read it. I'm
If
not
you're
here to.
listening, because you're obviously weird, no like judgment towards you, but you don't gotta tell us your name. Like, send us an email. SubmitWeird
Submit
at
weird at
gmail.com.
gmail.com. Yeah, perfect spot to leave your story about your fascination or your determination to become a eunuch. Maybe you were eunuchized. I don't know what the term is by you were nullified by Gustafsson. I doubt it, but maybe you were. We've had a lot of listeners lately from all over the world, so maybe. But even if it's something that you've considered, I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Again, no judgment. I don't understand it, but that's why I want to hear your story. Why
Yeah.
do you want your genitals removed?
We all want to hear your story.
Yeah, we all want to hear it, and you don't have to tell us who you are. Just tell us your story and why. Why? What? I mean, I don't know.
I'm definitely curious to know.
I'd love to hear from a woman too who does it. I don't, just because they're so rare. Like, I'm so curious. I mean, there's lots of I feel like there's a lot more asexual women than there are men that exist. Um, when I
See,
get
I
them,
don't know because I only know asexual men. I don't know any women,
interesting.
or
I
at
know
least any
some
women that
asexual,
have told me that.
or like I guess demisexual women is probably more of a thing where
What
they
the
have to have
fuck is
feelings.
demisexual?
Demisexual is you can't just have casual sex. You have to have feelings for somebody to have sex with them.
Okay.
It's demisexual. They have to have an emotional connection to be sexually aroused.
I mean, you're a good person, man. I
personally, again, don't get that either, but they
No.
don't get they don't get me and how I could just casually have sex with somebody, and that's fine. Like, but we can't understand each other if we don't have these conversations. And I want to know why you want your genitals lopped off. So tell me about it.
Right.
And I don't mean
Nobody
like,
wants to have fighting conversations. We're not trying to change your opinion. We just want to
yeah.
know why you have that opinion.
I'm talking about genital swapping, right? Getting different. I mean, like, why don't you want to have any?
Any.
That seems like a lot of effort. I mean, you just don't have to touch it. You know what I mean? Like you could have genitals and go the rest of your life without being sexual with your genitals.
Right.
So it seems
Like,
pretty extreme to me
I
to
hate
go,
having white canvases. I'm going to put something on it. Doesn't mean I'm going to fucking hang it up. Like, just ignore your shit, man.
right. It is like whatever. And all that. You have the risk of infection and potentially, I guess I don't know the lifelong effects. There probably really aren't very many, because you would rule out things like testicular cancer and many cancers if you had your genitals removed or, everything with it.
Right.
You're not going to get cervical cancer if you don't have a cervix.
I mean, that's like
So,
one reason why I could see somebody choosing to do it if you have a very high chance of getting it or you have it and you need to
yeah.
remove them. But like just for like sexual reasons and like I don't want to touch it, like I don't understand.
Like, well, that's not sexual reasons, and I guess that's why. I mean, going that extra mile, yeah, it is weird. So let us know. I mean, again,
It
if
is a
it's
sexual reason though, because you don't want sexual like so like I would include that as a sexual reason, like because you don't want anything sexual, you're getting rid of everything. So that's like a sexual reason to me.
it's like the color black, like it's a color, but it's the absence of all colors.
Right.
But it's still a color. I get
And
what
it's
you're
my
saying.
favorite color.
It's a good color. I like black. I've really been into like the dark green lately, like the really deep.
Oh, I was checking out it's called Gothic Emerald Green for my hair.
Yes.
But the hairstylist said that it could still fade into that shitty bright yellow green that I don't like, so I just passed on that whole idea.
Dark green though, that's a whole aesthetic.
Right.
That's a whole thing. Purples too. I like purples. My favorite color is
Yeah.
glitter.
My hair's getting dyed purple on Wednesday next week.
Ooh, exciting.
Because right now it's like all blonde, and now the purple's going to be vivid as shit.
Your hair's blonde right now?
Yeah, we went through I probably spent like $1,500 getting the 15 years of black box dye out of my hair
Yeah.
and getting it blonde so the purple would stand out.
Wow. Well, that's going to be great. You'll post pictures, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I had to do it so I wasn't passing the opportunity up to have Front Row and Post Malone without fucking purple hair.
Why are there no pictures of your blonde hair anywhere?
I don't know. The older I get, the less I post pictures of myself.
Yeah, I relate. I took a bunch of pictures of myself this weekend, but I didn't post them.
I didn't because I thought I was going to die when I got home from work. I was like, I couldn't even get up this morning. Everything hurt so bad.
It sucks being old.
Oh, the money was amazing, but I never want to do that again.
I feel you. I know, I'm tired. I went to bed too late. 11 o'clock. Ooh, I pushed it.
Right. I get it.
I'm like, damn, this is late. The freaks are out right now. I better go to bed. Well, anyway, now that we're getting off topic, I guess we'll let you guys be, and we'll have this conversation privately. Find more of these conversations though when you come to our monthly Patreon meetup. It's very riveting.
Yeah.
But you can talk to us about this. You can talk to us about just your lives, right? Let's just hang out. We're friends. We love you. We want to know how you're doing.
Of course. Like, we're going to have stuff to talk about next week.
Oh man, it's gonna be. We are gonna have a lot to talk about. So
We are.
All right, guys. Well, any final thoughts before I end this?
Nope.
All right. Well, then, with that being said, we'll see you guys back here next Wednesday.